Have you ever met someone who gives off an aura of aloofness, someone whose behavior suggests a detachment from the warmth of human connection? These seemingly uncaring people leave you wondering what circumstances led them to take such a distant stance. On deeper reflection, one realizes that behind their icy facade lies a complex story shaped by the tide of life's trials and tribulations. Contrary to popular belief, people labeled as cold-hearted are not without feelings. Rather, their hearts were hardened by a series of profound experiences. It's a paradoxical reality. They long for real connection, but find themselves immune to the vulnerability that comes with it. What catalyzed this change? How did they evolve from gentle souls to seemingly untroubled beings? The mystery of the Sigma man embodies this paradox, involving a complex interplay of personal history, societal influences, and innate character. It's a journey full of adversity, pain, betrayal, and the relentless onslaught of societal expectations, all contributing to the gradual freezing of their hearts, thus leading to the evolution of Sigma man into a character who doesn't stand out. Impenetrable the warmth of human emotions. It is a question that requires exploration, a journey into the depths of psyche and circumstance as we peel back the layers of their enigmatic persona to reveal the truths beneath. Join us as we embark on this odyssey of insight to unravel the complexities of the cold-hearted Sigma man, layer by layer. 1. Past hurts and betrayal. Imagine this: being present in your life, trusting people and letting your heart be open. Then suddenly someone you trusted or maybe even loved hurts you deeply. It's not just a minor injury, it's like a big mental wound. When that happens, your heart wakes up and says, "Wait, we have to be careful." So, over time, you begin to protect your heart as if it were a very precious treasure. You become cautious about who you let into your life because you remember the pain of the past. Being emotionally guarded is like putting on armor for your emotions. It's a way of building walls around your heart so it doesn't hurt again. It's not that Sigmas don't want to be emotionally kind. They just want to protect themselves from the pain they experienced in the past. So when you meet a Sigma male with a guarded heart, remember that this is often a response to the past. It's their way of saying, "I've been hurt, and I won't let it happen again." It's a survival instinct, a way to keep one's heart in a world that can be difficult at times. 2. Trust issues. Trust issues are like an old wound that keeps causing problems. It starts when someone you thought you could depend on, such as a friend, partner, or family member, repeatedly lets you down. This repeated breach of trust leaves you with a nagging doubt. Can I really trust anyone? The situation is complicated because trust is the glue that keeps relationships strong. So what do the men of Sigma do when trust becomes as fragile as glass? They build emotional walls. They seem to say, "I keep my heart hidden. Thank you very much." This is when you start to notice the emotional distance and cold exterior. It's not that they want to be distant. It's their way of protecting themselves. They are tired of having their trust broken, so they create some space for protection. 3. Emotional exhaustion. Life can really be a wild ride, you know. We put a lot of love and effort into the things that are important to us, such as our relationships, work, and the daily challenges we face. But here's the thing. Sometimes all this giving and caring can leave us really tired. Just imagine that you care a lot about everything and always try your best without stopping. It's like running a long run without having to catch your breath. Sooner or later you will reach a point where things get complicated, and that is not a good sight. So what happens to Sigmas in this situation? They feel emotionally drained, as if their emotional energy has been used up. Then it might look like someone has a cold. It's not that they want to be insensitive. It's their way of saying, "I need a break." It's like the body's way of conserving energy when it's too thin. If you notice a Sigma who seems to be emotionally closed off, remember that it may be because they have given so much of themselves that they need time to recharge. It's not about you. It's about them hitting an emotional wall and needing a break. 4. Fear of vulnerability. Vulnerability. Many of us fear letting others see our true feelings. Imagine you shared your feelings with someone you used to trust, and it hurt a lot when things didn't go well. It's like standing on the edge of a big cliff, isn't it? Opening up emotionally is scary because it means showing your deepest feelings to someone else. When this trust is broken, it is very painful, like being stung by a swarm of bees. This causes the sigmas to build walls around themselves, not because they don't want to bond, but because they are afraid. It's like they're saying, "I've been hurt before, and I don't want it to happen again." Then you see its cold outer shell. It's like they put on emotional armor. It's not that they don't want to let you in. They are just afraid of what might happen if they do. 5. Coping mechanism. Life can often feel like a constant stream of challenges and setbacks, like trying to navigate a complicated obstacle course. It is difficult, and when faced with these difficulties, some people choose to distance themselves from their feelings. It's not that they want to be cold-hearted. It is simply a way of dealing with overwhelming stress and pain. Think of it as putting on emotional armor to protect yourself from life's constant challenges. When someone comes across as an emotionally guarded coping mechanism, it shows that they've been through a lot and are just doing their best to survive. The goal is not to shut yourself off from the world, but to find a way to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart. 6. Isolation. Isolation. Imagine dealing with a bunch of heavy emotions and feeling like you'll always be caught in the rain without an umbrella. So how do you stay dry? You seek shelter, and sometimes that is a safe place in itself. Let's be clear. It's not that sigmas tend to be distant or cold. It is more than a survival instinct. If you have been hurt before, you are cautious, almost like a wounded animal finding safety in its hiding place. Trying to protect yourself from more pain and emotional distress, you decide to take a step back from crowds, social affairs, and not let anyone get close. It's not about pushing people away. It's all about keeping some distance between them to avoid potential mental damage. It's like saying, "I won't get hurt as long as I don't let anyone get too close." Finally, when Sigma men become emotionally distant, it's like putting a shield on their head forged from countless difficult life experiences. Through his way, this emotional armor isn't just for battle-hardened veterans. Anyone who has faced betrayal, abuse, or social indifference can find solace within these walls, as if they were brandishing a sword, a defense mechanism honed through adversity to ward off more pain and disappointment. Amidst this defensive attitude, however, lies a dangerous temptation. Some give in to the desire to use this sword not only for defense, but also as aggression, causing harm to others. But wisdom dictates another way. It's knowing when to lower those defenses, when to extend kindness, and most importantly, when it's safe to trust again. The truly skilled find balance in this delicate dance, refusing to let their emotions be locked away forever. Instead, they embark on a journey of healing and emotional control, trying to find harmony amidst the chaos of their inner turmoil. Sigma man's journey, at its core, is not just about building walls or swinging swords. It learns to navigate the complexities of human emotions with finesse and flexibility. It means recognizing that vulnerability is not a weakness, but rather a sign of strength to embrace the full spectrum of the human experience. So, to all Sigma men, remember, the true measure of your character lies not in the strength of your defenses, but in your ability to destroy them in time and face the world with an open heart for once. More.